Hello children, how are you? I hope you all are doing well and studying well. So children, do you like adventures? Yes, because we are going to talk about the adventure thrills in this chapter. Okay, so when you go on an adventure, don't you feel excited and your adrenaline rushes there because you want to do that adventure, and it's sometimes it's not only being a part of the adventure, but even when you look at it, it becomes a thrilling experience for you, isn't it? Okay, so read the clues and write the names of given adventure sports. You may have attempted a few, or you may have some in your wish list. So when you grow up, you would want to do them, isn't it? Okay. So first one, it is a sport in which participants climb up or cross rocks, mountains to reach the summit or end point. What is it? It is called the rock climbing. An activity that involves jumping from a tall structure while connected to a large elastic cord. The word bungee is a slang for an elastic strap. It is known as the bungee jumping. So, you are standing on top of a building and then you jump down the cliff and you come back bouncing. Alright. The next one, okay, either you come back or you just hang over there and then you are taken care of, okay. A water sport in which diver wears fins, mask, a tank, gauges and a watch. The tank worn on a diver's back supplies air to the diver while the diver is deep in the water. What is it? It is known as scuba diving. So generally when you go to these areas where there are a lot of water sports and all, they do take you in the middle of the ocean, and they take you in that area where you dive into the water, and then you get to see the beautiful marine life, okay, the animals, the marine animals, and also the corals inside, the plants of the sea. Okay, an air sport in which a pilot flies an motorized foot launchable aircraft called a hand glider. Okay, this is known as paragliding. It is practiced mainly in the white water where the water is wild and white as it froths and foams, crashing against narrow gorges, rocky outcrops and falls at deep gradient. This is known as white water rafting. So, generally in India at Rishikesh and all these places, you get to do this water rafting. But it is really dangerous and you have to be very careful. So, you have to follow the instructions of the person who is going to guide you through this process of water rafting. Alright. Next, in this sport, person rides on a sea wave, gathering speed from the downward and forward movement, balancing on a surfboard. This is known as surfing. Okay, they are surfing and balancing themselves on the waves. Alright, so children, you have the help box and you can get the names from here and fill in the blanks. Okay, next is take the correct option. A person gets on a large bull and tries to stay mounted till bull throws him off. Okay, which is this game? Is it A, desert camping, B, bull riding, or C, flying fox? Yes, as the name suggests, it is bull riding. So, before you attempt this one, you have to tell me which one is your favorite sport. Okay, now you think about all these things, all these different sports, and tell me which one is your favorite. Okay, a person drives or rides a vehicle over sand dunes. Is it A, dune bashing, B, hiking, or C, trekking? The name says itself, it is A, dune bashing. Okay, a person rides on a skateboard and performs tricks. Is it A, paragliding, B, skateboarding, C, surfing? And the answer is, it is B, skateboarding. A person slides along a cable between 2 points using a pulley. Is it A, glacier climbing, B, zip lining, or C, hand gliding? And the answer is, it is zip lining. Okay, it slides from the cable. Okay, there is a cable wire, you go sliding on that. All right. A person jumps from plane. and falls for as long as possible before opening a parachute? What is it? A. Scuba diving, B. Skiing, or C. Skydiving? And the answer is, it is C. Skydiving. You must have watched this scene in the movie Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. And it is really, it's not an easy task to float in the air. You need a lot of training for it. For that matter, any sport, any adventure sport, you just cannot do it without training or without a person who is going to be your companion. Okay. So, if sometimes you may have seen that whenever you're going for any activities, you just sit behind and the person takes you around. Okay. Next is, let's talk about these different types of sports. Let's complete the names. The first one is skiing, S-K-I-I-N-G. The second one is kayaking. Okay, kayaking, this boat which is there, it's known as kayak, K-A-Y-A-K-I-N-G. Okay, it's bobsleighing, B-O-B-S-L-E-I-G-H-I-N-G. The next one is snorkeling, S-N-O-R-K-E-L-I-N-G. Next one, you see this, it's parasailing. So what happens in parasailing is that, again, when you go, it is a part of the water sports. So they take you from the shore in the middle of the sea, okay, and you are attached to a parachute. As soon as the boat enters the water, you get up high in the air, okay, and you are in the air, you watch the scene and then you land back, okay. So it is called parasailing, P-A-R-A-S-A-I-L-I-N-G, okay. The next one is known as canoeing, C-A-N-O-E-I-N-G, okay. So children, do you know hot air ballooning is a great adventure sports filled with thrills. Jump into the cabin and let the balloon go up from where you can see view of the whole town. So it's such a beautiful experience, okay. So tell me, okay, which is the important thing we need while rock climbing? So find out about this information. Alright children, so finish this exercise and I hope that you would attempt some of these adventure activities or at least one of them.